Welcome to today's episode. Today episode we'll be looking at Office 365 deployment, like quick tips and tricks which you need to know, which Microsoft have been proven, right? So which is going to like give you a easy guideline to be able to like know which prerequisite which you require to be able to deploy a particular service, maybe a feature within Office 365. So stay tuned while we'll proceed with the next slide. Yeah, there we go. Right. So basically, we'll be looking at some basic things like so. Imagine an organization probably purchasing a business standard subscription or perhaps business premium subscription. That depends, right? So let's say an organization looking at best way to be able to like set up their email services within Exchange, add their own custom domain, strengthening the security within Office 365. They're looking at how to set up their teams to be able to have a good collaboration. They're trying to be able to create a group and all that. Well, so that's quite more straightforward, right? So let's proceed and why I take you through on how to go about it easily. So within it, this is the Office 365 Admin Center, right? So basically, if you scroll down here, go to the left panel, you see what we call setup. You click on this setup, right? So within this setup, you are going to see some quite quick guide on signing and security, which the first thing which you need to do, let you know that you need to add and sync users to the Microsoft Entra ID, which is we formerly call the Azure Active Directory. Also, it's going to tell you to configure multi-factor authentication. Also, going to give you a quick description that says provide an additional level security sign in. And also, it's going to let you know, okay, if you want to add your custom domain, get your custom domain set up. So you're going to also click on this, and it's going to provide you with step-by-step guide. Then you say, okay, let your users reset their own password, limit admin access to their needs. That means probably you have within the IT team, probably you have up to 6 members. You'll be able to dedicate different access rights to users within Office 365. Then you can see when it comes to privacy, it also has its own guide. When it comes to app and emails, you can see also have its own guide also. We are going to proceed, just let me do a quick test with the add and sync users. So imagine somebody which is new, as an admin, right? So you can just click on that, and let's see, it's going to bring you to a setup page, right? Which is going to like tell you, okay, get started, right? And it's going to provide a step-by-step guide on how to go about creating a user within the Entra Admin Center, right? So it makes easy, as you can see, about user synchronization, what to expect, user inspect, fast track assistant. If probably you want to go through the fast track assistant, then if you have the required license for this, because you have to have a specific license for you to use the fast track. So I'm going to click on next, right? You can see, are you trying to add only cloud users? That means probably are you just creating a users in Office 365? Then what time sync? Are you trying to probably you have an on-premise environment before now, right? Probably you're trying to migrate your identity base from the on-prem Active Directory to the Azure Active Directory, which is called the Entra Admin Center. Then continuous sync, right? Continuous sync means that imagine probably you have an on-premise environment, right? And you just purchase a service within Office 365. Now you don't want to you want the same users which are within your on-premise environment to have access using that same identity to have access to resources within Office 365. You don't want to the essence that where you are going to probably have one user on on-premise, right? Maybe for instance, Zachariah at koji limited.com. So now for me to have access to my services in Office 365, I have to also create the same account Zachariah at koji limited.com also, which will cause a kind of conflict. So rather, I will want to probably keep the same identity which I have in my on-premise Active Directory environment, and use that same one account to be able to sign into services and resources within my on-premise environment. Use that same account also to sign in with my resources and services within Office 365 also. So with that, you'll be able to use the AD Connect sync, all you need to do is just to choose which best option which you're trying to. But we're trying to just add a user, a cloud only user, right? So we're going to proceed. Click on next. So it tells me okay what to do. It says for cloud user you won't have access to resources file print servers. Like just give me kind of advice. And if you're choosing the cloud only users, then just give you what to do. Go to users and active users. Then when you click on it, then it's going to take you to where you're going to be able to create the user. You can see this is a very easy guide on how to set up and go about adding your users within Office. You can see add users and you can proceed to complete that. Then if you go back, once you're done, you go to next. You can see status, right? It's going to let you know that, okay, you've created three cloud users, and if you have an hybrid user, that is the essence of maybe you want to you trying to use hybrid user. That means your user is on the on-premise Active Directory, and you sync that user to Office 365. That means you're using one identity to have access to resources on your on-premise environment, and also to have access to resources within your cloud environment, which is Office 365. And once you're done, you click on that, and that's it, right? So let's go into let's check some other advanced deployment guide, right? So let me tell you how to get to this place, right? I'll come to show back, click on setup back. So if you want to get some advanced, these are just some quick guide that probably as a new to Office 365 and want to go through. So if you want to get an advanced options of our guided setups, so all you need to do is come to guided setup. So once you click guided setup, you can search for any of the guide which you're trying to do. One sec. So let me just come back here, setup. There's an advanced setup which you need to just click. Yeah, there you go. So sorry, not this one. So you just need to click on the advanced deployment guide and assistance. So before now, there's always been the one for migration, probably trying to migrate from a third party, or trying to migrate from Gmail, or trying to migrate your files. I think there have been that one, but of this of recent, these are the latest additions which have been in place, right? So as you can see, suggested these are suggested guides, and these are all guides on how to enable anything within Office 365, right? So basically, you can search. So if you come to all guides, so for instance, if you remember, I was on my one of my episode, I was trying to mention about how to deploy Viva, right? So imagine probably you don't know anything about Viva and you want to deploy your Viva. So all you need to do is to come to your search all guides, right, and type Viva. A keyword we do actually. So once you type Viva, you're going to see deploy your employee experience with Microsoft Viva. So once you click on this, then it's going to take you to the setup page of deploying Viva within Office 365, right? And it's going to let you know, it's going to give you a quick summary. It's going to show all the apps. You can see we have Viva Connections, we have Viva Engage, Viva Amplifier, Viva Insight, Viva Pulse, Viva Clint, Viva Goals, Viva Topics, Viva Aligning. So you can see, as I said in my previous episode, that Viva comprises of different experience, which covers the connection. Connection is to promote an inclusive workspace where information flow freely with everyone within that, everyone that belongs. Then we have the insight. Insight is to unlock real-time insight, actionable recommendations that help everyone in the organization. Then we have purpose. Purpose is to align people with strategic business priorities and empower them accomplish more together. Then growth, we have develop and retain top talent by giving people right. So basically, if you want to probably have the filter, right, you can actually click on connection and see the apps that belong to connection. If you want insight, you can click on insight and see the apps that are under insight. And anyone which you want to deploy, you can easily just click on it, like Viva Engage. Let's say how this works. So Viva Engage, so it's loading up. So we just have to wait. So anyone you want to deploy, so just click on it and it takes you to another page and it loads. You can see it's going to first of all give comparison, right? As you get some features embedded already, then you read about Viva Engage a little bit. There's a short video here that explains what Viva Engage does. You click on next, right? You can see key steps in this guide, navigating this guide. This is for me, this is what you're trying to deploy. This is one of the best ways which you can follow before probably thinking of probably you have to reach out to the support Microsoft support representative. You can actually follow this guide and you'll be able to like deploy successfully, right? So you'll be able to see that key steps in this guide: assign license and roles to your employees, configure and customize your YAML network, enrich your admin and users experience, manage compliance for Viva. So each of these it has listed what it requires, right? If you now click on next, It's not pick them one by one, right? Which is assign your license. So it's going to show you that you need to go and assign your license. Once you assign your license, you can see assignment tracking, right? Then you click on next. Then it's going to tell you that okay, have you been using Yammer Enterprise? If it's yes, yes, click on yes. If it's no, you click on no. Will you allow your users to communicate with external parties, customized for people engage, or if yes or no, depending on which the IT admin want to do. So we have click on next. You can see set up your environment. You can see it's going to recommended. That means you have to do your 5 story additional settings. Then go to next. You can see next one is user experience. It's going to tell you what's required, recommended. You have to assign to. These are this it simplifies it. So it gives you like it makes you understand. Okay, you don't have this particular requirement. You have to do this. You have to set up this. You can see the progress also here as regards all of this. You can see it's required that you enable this. It's required that you make an announcement. So you need to get started. So you can actually click on each of this one to get started. Right. So let's go to another quick one also. Why? So that we look at other ones. Right. So I'll just go back to advanced deployment. So let me look for something around security, right? So apparently, you can get it from here, or if you go to, for instance, as we all know, we have one of the basic admin center which we have for security is the within Office 365 the security admin center, which is called the Microsoft Defender, Microsoft 365 Defender. Then we also have the compliance admin center, which is called the Microsoft Purview, right? So if you let's go to the admin centers and let's see what we have there. Although you can actually have it directly from all guards here, but apparently if you go to the admin center itself, you'll be able to see lots. So I will show you an interesting thing from when it comes to the Microsoft 365 Defender. That's a interesting guide which you having no knowledge or not knowing anything about Microsoft 365 Defender, you will be able to get your grabs immediately once you get to the admin center, right? So it's still loading. Why it's still loading? So let's look up. You can just scroll down. You'll be able to see which one you've not started. You can see, imagine you want to deploy Microsoft Intune where you want to be able to manage your devices, right? So you can actually click on deploy and set up Microsoft Intune, right? So you'll be able to see the prerequisite. This is actually a very great stuff, actually. So which I found very interesting, and which it also gives challenge to me. Is a kind of challenge that okay, since I have this phone, you can see about Microsoft Intune, what to expect, right? Then once you read this and click on next again, it's going to give you introduction and lead. Help customer on board by providing simple consolidated scenario, enable, assign. I need a review of this LED terminology. You check it, right? You can see it's going to give you the old terminology of what to expect. You can go back and check this in case you don't want to click on this. Click on next. Set up survey. You can see are your devices and group users in Microsoft Entra ID. You need to confirm this. So it's trying to confirm that you actually have the right prerequisite for you to set up and Microsoft Intune. You can see this is a very great stores which a great feature which helps to deploy different services within Office 365. So let's come to the Microsoft. Let's start with the Microsoft 365 Defender, right? So the Microsoft Defender, right? So the Microsoft Defender, let's say for instance, let me come to so on the this is just this is the dashboard, right? So let me come to I think there's a learning tab here. Let me just look for that. Yeah, look at this learning hub. So this is a learning hub. You can see new to Microsoft 365 Defender. Learn how to detect and investigate, respond, access, endpoint, identity, email, and application. You can see continue your learning journey with Microsoft Virtual Training that provides free instructional led and technical skills live. You can see. Let me click on it so you can have a look at what it looks like. Right, so you can see Microsoft Sentinel there. If you can see, you can actually follow up with this, watch a quick video. It gives a summary about what you need to know about that, right? So yeah, if I come back to here, you can see Microsoft Defender 365 basic training. You can see 4 minutes. I think there's a video, probably a read, right? Depends. So there comes a video. Microsoft Defender for endpoint basic training. So imagine having these resources here, right? And Trust me, once you just like depending on you just probably read the overview and you already know what you want, and you can easily just probably you're having a mix up, or probably you don't understand what to configure, or that you can easily get have an overview, and you can see each tab here. If you notice, this particular tab are segmented, so that's why you can see the first one is a Microsoft Diffuse Vendor in general. Then we have this tab for endpoint. That means keep your devices secure for Microsoft Defender. You can see what you can watch. There's actually much. For email collaboration, probably phishing attack, compromised links, malicious attachments across emails and other collaborations, right? You can actually watch, you can see what the handling ransomware in SharePoint Online, Microsoft Defender for Sheets 5 attack simulation training. That's for creating awareness for your end users, using Microsoft delisting service, how to use the listing service, simulate a phishing attack in the vendor for Office 365. This is quite interesting, right? So you don't actually need to probably reach out to support, right? The support is already here already, because all you need to do is just to click on one of these and just have a read through, and you're good to go actually. So this is one of the things which I want to show you. Then if you go to the let's go to the Microsoft Purview, which from my primary called the Compliance Admin Center, right? So I think same thing applies to this one here. Let me see. Is there a learning? I don't think there's a learning hub for this one, but there's still a quick guidelines on what to do, right? So let me go to I think I was checking one of the policies. Let me check the data classification. Yeah, then go to one tech overview, right? So yeah, so you can see this here also, right? So this is a kind of an overview of data classification, right? This is an overview of data classification, and you can see each of them as probably you don't understand anything that's been listed there. You have the learn more, view of sensitive information type, learn more, learn more. Imagine you don't even though you don't understand it, you can easily just click on it and you'll be able to like read, have a quick and see, takes you to another page, right? Say, welcome to the Microsoft Public Compliance Portal, and you'll be able to learn more about each of the features within the Compliance Admin Center, right? So you can see this is a very great stuff, right? Which is great and all of that. So as I've said, all of this also, it's not compulsory you go to the Microsoft Purview or you go to the Microsoft 365 vendor, right? You can apparently start when you can see Microsoft Purview Compliance Manage Setup Guide. You can see Microsoft Purview information. So imagine that you want to encrypt an email, you want to learn how to encrypt a document. So let's do something. Let's see if this is going to work out. Let's search for encryption, or let's use let me see. Yeah, I think we have this. So you can see prepare and secure your environment, right? So let me use protect. I think protect will work. Encryption might not work. Yeah. So look at this. So you can see under protect, you'll be able to see different. You can see for compliance, for device management, for collaboration, teams and setup guide, for productivity, exchange online protection. You can see. So let me click on this. I think this is going to be a nice one, right? So you can use some keyword to do some search, and it's going to give you a guideline on how to proceed, right? So let's just wait for this to load. Although the other one which I want to show us is it should be under the compliance. You can see Microsoft Profit Compliance Manager Setup and Microsoft Profit Information Protection Setup Guide. So you can see protects your sensitive data. So I'll also click on this down also while this is loading. So let's check on the other one which you click and see set up your Exchange Online Protection. So you can see configure your mail, MX record, connectors. How do you want to configure your mailboxes? Is it cloud only mailbox? Is it on-premise mailbox? Probably if you have an on-premise Exchange server before now, and probably want to have an hybrid environment. But let's see. Let's click on the cloud-based mailbox only, right? Then it gives you some quick, what to expect as regards the setup, right? So I click on next. So you can see configure anti-malware policies, right? It gives you malware detection, responses can be set, email attachment and direct to quarantine, block attachment, right? So it gives you where to go to carry out this particular action, right? I go to next, spam filter, let me configure your inbound and outbound spam filter. It gives you some overview, also shows you on where to carry out this particular action, right? Then I click on next. Same thing applies to find and release quarantine messages. This is very quite interesting and very easy for administrators to be able to like navigate through easily and to be able to have one quick understanding and grips about how to go about stuff within Office 365, right? So this is for Microsoft Purview Information Protection. It gives, as usual, gives an overview, shows the planning and what to expect. If you want to click on next, so you can see, go back. Yeah, it shows. Okay, come here. So it shows planning. I think I don't know. I think it should show that. Okay, yeah, look at it. What to expect. You'll be able to verify your license and rules, prepare your environment, including setting up advanced classifiers or limit false positive, set up information protection labels. Yeah, so first thing you need to confirm your license. So you can see we have detected that your license has a E3 license, so which to use this guide, an interior E3 license is needed, right? But I have the required license. You can see I'm good to go, right? And admission must be assigned any of these administrative roles. Yes, I'm a global admin. I proceed to click on next. Environmental preparation. So we have detected your location as US. So you can see set up workloads, add or update rules, set up your discovery awareness, plan your for implementation. Let's click on plan your implementation first, right? You can see Microsoft Purview, assignment, DLP policies, and you'll be able to see templates, right? You can see this is quite interesting. So it gives you step by step guide on how to carry out any possible features or anything you want to utilize within Office 365. And if you're now probably after following this guide and probably you're still probably stuck somewhere around, you can always reach out to Microsoft support and they're going to provide the support for you. Right. So thank you for watching this short this episode. Right. Don't forget like, comment, and let us know what you think about this. Thank you, and do have a great day. Bye.